Hello and welcome guys, and welcome to this short vlog. And yes, the exam results have just been out, and one common query which I'm getting from a lot of you is, sir, how to claim exemptions. So in this particular video, I'm going to explain you everything about exemptions. Still, if you have some unresolved doubt, you can put it in the comment section below and I will be able to respond to it. Now, first of all, what do you mean by exemption? What is the definition of exemption as per the prospectus which is issued by the Institute of Cost Accountants of India? So it says that if a candidate is unsuccessful in passing a group, if you have not been able to qualify a particular group but secure 60% or more in any paper or papers, he shall be exempted in the paper from appearing in subsequent examination. Subsequent 3 examination, he will be exempt to give that particular paper. So the situation is that you have scored 60 or above in one of the papers and you have not been able to qualify the entire group. Then for next 3 subsequent attempts and consecutive ones, okay, please remember consecutive ones, 3 consecutive attempts, you will not be required to give that particular paper which is exempt for you. Now please note a very important fact that if you miss any of the next 3 attempts, then it will be counted as an attempt. So for example, if you do not give the next attempt, then it will be counted as an attempt. So 2 more further attempts will be given to you. That's it. So 3 attempts in total will be given to you. And one more important thing, if you do not avail exemption in the next attempt, it will be gone forever. Don't presume that, sir, I will be appearing in this paper in the next attempt, but for the next 2 attempts, if I don't clear, then I will avail the exemption. No. If exemption is withdrawn once, it will be withdrawn forever. So if you claim exemption, then you get an eligibility to not give that paper for next 3 attempts. And how to claim exemption, that process also I'm going to give you in detail in this particular video. So query number 1, what is the eligibility? Eligibility is getting 60 or more marks in any one of the subjects and not qualifying that particular group. Validity is 3 consecutive attempts. Please note, consecutive attempts will be counted. Next 3 consecutive attempts, you will not be required to give that particular paper. Now, a very important question, sir. What if I was absent in that particular, I was absent in other papers and in one paper I appeared and I scored 60 plus. So the scenario is that all the other 3 papers you were absent and only in one paper you got 60 plus. Will I be eligible to carry forward my exemption? Will I be eligible for my exemption? Answer is yes. You will be eligible for exemption because while writing this rule, there is no embargo on appearing in other papers. It just says that if a candidate is unsuccessful in passing a group but secures 60% or more marks in any paper, he shall be exempted in the paper from appearing in the subsequent attempt. There is no embargo. There is no rule that you have to appear in other papers, only then will you be getting an exemption in this particular paper. There is no such rule. So the interpretation is that if you are absent in other papers and in any one of the papers you got 60 plus, you will be eligible to take exemption of that particular paper. Next, how much marks will be considered now? Very, very important question which many of you are absolutely confused about. How much marks will be considered for paper which is exempt in the subsequent attempts? Okay, so I'll give you an example. In attempt 1, you got 62 marks in one of the papers in first attempt. Okay, this is attempt 1. You got 62 marks in one of the papers. Okay, and you failed the entire group. Okay, then how much will be considered in attempt 2? So if this is June attempt, this is December attempt. Okay, in June attempt you secured 62 marks in one of the papers. How much will be considered in December attempt? Okay, now there are 2 scenarios. Scenario number 1, that in other papers you secured less than 40 marks. In other papers, the rest of the 3 papers, you secured less than 40 marks. If that is the scenario, then your 62 will be considered as 50. So in the next attempt, it will be considered as counted as 50. In the next attempt, it will be counted as 50. And suppose if in the other 3 papers, you secured 40 or more marks. In the other 3 papers, you secured 40 or more marks. Then your actual marks will be considered over here, which is 62. 62 will be considered as it is in your next attempt. While calculating the aggregate, 62 will be considered. That is the resolution to your query, because many students are saying that, sir, although we got an exemption, but we don't know, will that entire marks be counted in my next attempt or not? So entire marks will be counted if you have secured 40 plus in other 3 subjects. Only then entire 62 will be counted. If you have secured more than 40 in either one of the other 3 subjects, then the marks will be counted as 50 for calculating your aggregate in the next term. Next, how to claim an exemption. No, there is no application which is required to be filed. There's no form which is required to be filed. In the examination form, there is no section which says, if you've got an exemption, please click here. No, you just have to fill in the examination form as usual and not appear in the paper. Do not attend the examination hall. Do not appear in the paper. That's it. If you don't appear in that paper, in that particular paper in the next attempts, your exemption will automatically be counted. Once you appear in the paper, then your exemption will be withdrawn. So to claim exemption, there is no formal procedure. The only thing that you need to do is just fill your form in the usual manner and don't appear in that paper in the subsequent attempts. Last, is it advisable to forego exemption? Yes, many students ask me this, that sir, we've got exemption, but we think that we'll get good marks in the next attempt. We might get better marks in the next attempt. So should we forego our exemption? My answer is a big no. And it to each his own, guys. If you feel that it's a yes for you, you can take it as a yes, but according to me, it's not advisable to forego your exemption, guys. Please do not be in this this greediness that we'll secure good marks in the next attempt. No guys, it's better to prepare for the rest of the papers, rest 3 of the papers in more fervent manner, in more strong manner, rather than giving all the 4 papers. Again, it's a big task to prepare for one of the papers. So I don't suggest people to really go for this mode that you forego your exemption and give your paper again in wake of rank or better marks. I don't suggest this. But if you think that it is good for you to forego that paper and you would want to do that, it's your call, guys. But it's advisable not to forego exemption. Please claim exemption and perform well in the other papers. If you get good marks in the other papers, it will be equivalent to passing in first attempt, or whatever marks you will gain in that, you can gain in other 3 subjects also. Work harder in the other 3 subjects. That is my recommendation to all those who got exemption in one of the papers. So yes, that's all for this particular short video. I've kept it short. Okay, if you want further clarities, you please read through these exemption conditions, which are really important, and these conditions are given in the prospectus, so you'll be easily be able to get it in the website of the Institute of Cost Accountants of India. For any further queries, please comment in the comment section below. There you'll find answers to your queries. I'll give you answers. And yes, that's all for this particular video. All the very best and happy studying.